Hi guys, it's Nicole, and today I'm sharing a project that I made with the Pinkfresh Happy Heart kit, which is from the April Flavors of the Month kit from the Scraproom. These are the images of the main kit, the pattern paper add-on, and then here you've got the embellishment add-on. Sometimes I do dip into the add-ons. For today's layout, I did stick to the main kit, and for this layout, I just kind of let my creative process dictate what I wanted to use and how I wanted to use it. So the kit came with 2 sheets of white textured cardstock, and then we have these 3 pattern papers. Generally, whenever I see any kind of pre-printed wreath, I know that that's going to kind of be a popular choice, and I was going through the design team album, and sure enough, I saw a lot of examples using that wreath. And again, it's one of my favorite parts of the kits every month is going and looking to see what everybody else did with the same products. To me, it's just very inspirational to kind of see we all had the same starting point, but we all ended in very different ways. Now, the pattern paper add-on comes with these 2 papers here. I think that this one with the rainbow sort of swatches is also going to be another popular one. However, again, I stuck to the main kit, so I didn't really get into these. But I do really like those 2 together. So I may pull those 2 back out and do another layout with this kit. And then the add-on was these cute little, they're like wood veneer. I guess they call them wood accents. And they kind of look like little sewing pieces. Again, I didn't use those for my layout today. So for today's layout, I did a photo collage. This is not new for me. However, I have been putting off dealing with these photos for 4 years at this point. This was the last day that we had a play date with our best friends at the time before they moved to Florida. And so I just remember that day was really hard. Every time I look at those photos, it's really hard. And I knew that I could kind of go 2 different directions with the journaling, and that I was either going to become an emotional blubbering mess, or I was going to be kind of the opposite and just dry and dirty with the details of the photos. Originally, I thought I was going to do a 2-page layout and really print out these photos in much larger sizes, but I think because of where I was emotionally that day, I wasn't taking as great of photos as I normally would have, even though I kind of planned on taking photos while we were there. A lot of my photos ended up being sort of the same composition, just maybe different expressions and that kind of thing. So for me, I decided to just edit it into a photo collage. This particular one is an older one from Carrie Bradford. I will do a video in the next couple days where I'm going to show you guys how I edit photo collages that you get from places like Carrie Bradford or Etsy. I have a video on how I do them myself, but I've been getting questions on how I do the ones that are pre-made. It's actually really easy. So I'm going to include that in the video for the last kit, which is a really cute spring kit from Simple Stories. So I originally wasn't going to use this wreath paper, and I kind of played around, laid my collage on it, and I actually really liked the fact that it covered up a lot of the wreath but left little parts of it sticking out, and it naturally created this sort of triangle of what I would consider a base to start a cluster. I had a large floral die cut that came in my particular kit, so I cut it in half, tucked it in 2 different areas. I used some of the other floral die cuts that came to tuck up along the top left edge of my photo collage. And then I've mentioned this before, if we get title pieces or a sticker sheet that has title pieces on it, I try to find a way to use those as a title on my layout. And a lot of times I can do it. In this instance, I had a couple different words, and I figured out that by bringing in some alphabet stickers, I could stretch that into a larger or longer title, I guess. At this point, I typed up my journaling. I just did basic strips. Again, I like the fact that with strips, I know that I can tuck them in to almost any area on a layout. And a lot of times I like the look of having my journaling nestled in with my title, and more often than not, some of the embellishments. I tend to just kind of like the look of everything sort of being housed together. And it sort of, in my brain, makes everything feel more cohesive and kind of more together. I will say that I procrastinated a little bit too much this month, and I was kind of on a deadline crunch with this layout. But again, I just kind of let my creative process dictate where this was going. I don't normally mat pattern paper with a frame like this, but I liked it in this instance. I don't normally do a cluster of 3, but I liked it in this instance, and the wreath kind of guided me there. You're going to see I'm going to make a change after I put these letters down. I was going through and making sure that I had enough of them. These are actually another Pinkfresh product. I bought them years ago. I want to say when I went to a crop. I just like the size and I really like the color. Sometimes I do have to go and add adhesive behind them. A lot of times I will do that after I've taken my photos and before I go to put them in albums. I'll just kind of lift the edge a little and squirt some glue underneath. They are adhesive, but they're not that strong. So I am just going to add the words, what did I put? Oh, for our time. So it's going to say smile for our time together. So again, I just really like trying to find a creative use for whatever random title pieces I get. Originally, I thought that I would have them kind of stacked like this. But when I went to put my journaling strips on, and again, usually these I tend to stagger as well, but the stuff that was going on in the background, I was really just kind of liking and feeling having them like a right justification. I wanted them aligned on the right, and I was really liking that. But then the smile felt off. So I decided to just very carefully pull it up. I did rip a tiny piece of the background paper, but I'll fix it. And I just kind of scooted it over. And so it's almost like from the smile to the together is kind of creating that circular element that the wreath is giving. And then the last thing that I did was I took the Enamel Dots that came in my kit. This was the color that I got because the kits divide up the embellishments between all of us. You may have a different color in your kit. If you did get this kit, leave me a comment below because I'm kind of curious. Did you get different die cut pieces? Did you get different phrases, different enamel dots? I love hearing and like seeing, like we all get the same paper, but the embellishments, because we split them, those get creative and interesting. I did tuck a blank label down on the bottom, and then the last thing that I'm going to do is just do like tone on tone stamping for my date down in the lower right corner. If there's no room to put it on a label, I just put it on the lower right corner, and then it makes it easier for me to find it for when I go to put layouts away in albums. So kind of a quick layout today, but I absolutely loved where it ended up, and it ended up in a very different way than what I thought I was going to do when I sat down and started working with it. So as always, I thank you guys for spending some of your sort of social media time with me, and I will catch you guys in the next video with a tutorial on how to do the photo collages. Talk to you later.